No idea why the TV does not work when he touches it. So now it's covered with banana. His generation will not have screens that do not work when you touch them. His generations won't have screens that don't fold around the thing that you want them to fold around or ideally fit in your pocket. I think I'm waiting. When I finally get this screen that just folds up, puts in my pocket, when it's like a piece of paper and feels like a piece of paper and looks like a piece of paper, that's when I'm going to die. Because it'll be complete. We'll be there and I'll be happy and all of those sorts of things. Someone was talking yesterday about cues, and I thought this was interesting and they then said Disney. And I was like, well, actually, Disney have solved the cue. And they've solved it in using a thing. Does everyone know about the Magic Band? Okay, this is background homework reading for you all. Go away and read about the Magic Band. It's really interesting. It uses RFID technology. I'm going to talk about two types of... I'm going to use Bluetooth and RFID. And when I say that, what I really mean is magic. A bit like PayPass. I had a cab driver the other night that said, you paying cash, credit card, or magic? And I was like, oh, magic. And when I say Bluetooth or RFID, let's just assume magic. Because we're removing the technology barrier, and we don't need it. Right, how many of you know how your car works? You don't. It just works. Same principle. Really, you're going to learn to code? Come on. So this is really interesting. They're very personalized bracelets that you put on. They send them to you in special boxes before you arrive. You put them on, and they are your magic band. They're called a magic band. And they, obviously, if you can set up your day, your schedule, and they're going to help you jump the queues, because you know when you're meant to be going on whatever the ride's called. So you just go and you beep yourself onto the ride, and you jump the queue, and you're on the ride. Interestingly, they also work as a cashless payment system. So, and if you have kids, you can set a limit on how much cash they have on their wrist, and they can go away and discover they're not able to buy the toys that they really want to buy. And they can't buy, an infinite number of ice creams. But it also does very other slightly interesting things, because it's very useful for Disney, to know how people are moving around their space. We don't all run an organization the size of Disney, but it would also be useful for everyone, I think, to know how people move around their space. It also means that when people sit at a table, they can just order at the table and the waiters know exactly where they are. It also means that as you approach Pluto, and Pluto can be told that this is your little daughter, it's her 5th birthday, and her name is Maisie. Super sweet, yeah? Also massively creepy. That's the conundrum, really. How do we